In this video, I will reveal David and Lehman's mind-controlled trick with Howie Mandel on America's Got Talent. Here's a quick recap of what happened. David and Lehman begin the performance by inviting Howie to the stage. While on stage, they demonstrate pressure phrenology, which they claim allows them to make people do certain things by placing their hands on their skulls. Leeman uses this trick to take away the judge's ability to read words correctly by pressing certain parts of his skull. Afterward, David presents 3 cards with different names on them. He first shows each card to the audience and the other judges, who can read and understand the words correctly.
Judges, yes or no, can you read this word?
Yes.
Yes.
But when he shows the same words to the judge whose skull Leeman is pressing, the judge can't read them correctly. Fascinatingly, the judge is able to read the words once the magician releases the pressure on his head.
So you should be able to read. Judges, yes or no, can you read this?
Yes, we can read.
What does that say?
Comedian.
Perfect.
Well, how do they execute their trick? Here is the explanation. After watching the performance, one might conclude that Howie had some kind of visual disability because he couldn't read the words on the cards. Upon researching Howie's background, it turns out the judge is colorblind. If this trick truly involves the use of Howie's disability, we first need to understand how colorblind people perceive the world. Although many might think colorblindness makes a person see in black and white, that's not the case. They can see color, but with a narrower perception. Colors that are close to each other or less vibrant are the ones colorblind individuals struggle to distinguish. For example, a person with normal vision can easily tell apart 3 apples of different colors. However, someone with colorblindness would have difficulty distinguishing between the 3. Similarly, an individual with red-green colorblindness won't be able to see the number 45 when it is colored red and written against a green patterned background. Instead, the image would appear to the person as if the number 45 were colored green and written on a green background pattern. Now that we understand the concept of color blindness and recall the words written on the cards, it becomes clear that there wasn't any vibrant color surrounding them that could have made it difficult for Howie to read. This shows that Howie's visual disability wasn't taken advantage of during the performance. With the first theory resolved, we can now provide several hints on how the magicians performed their tricks. Firstly, the unreadable card David shows the judge, compared to the card displayed after the judge regained his ability to read, are actually 2 different cards. The difference can be spotted by a small detail at the bottom left corner of the cards. Also, the surrounding patterns on both cards are not the same. In addition to noticing that different cards were used in the performance, we can also see that David initially displays 1 card in his right hand, with Howie's name on it. However, in his left hand, the corners of 3 other cards are visible, clearly showing that more than 3 cards were used in this performance. Based on our earlier hints that David used duplicate cards for each word, the truth lies within the cards themselves. Another detail is that when the words on the cards are viewed close up, they don't look the same as when seen from a distance. For example, zooming in on the comedian card makes it appear as though it says Canadien, which is exactly how Howie pronounced it. The same happens with the word germaphobe, which he misread as gurapoobs. If you haven't figured out the secret yet, here's the breakdown. The images David used on the cards are called hybrid images. For instance, a hybrid image might look like Albert Einstein when viewed close-up, but from a distance, it appears to be Marilyn Monroe. To design such images, the version meant to be seen at a distance is blurred and used as the base layer. This blurred image is then overlaid with the outline of important features from another image. When viewed close up, the eyes ignore the blur and focus on the outlined features. But when the same hybrid image is seen from far away, the outline diffuses into the blur, making the distant image visible instead. Hence, the image is perceived as a whole. Furthermore, David was holding 6 cards. 3 of them were hybrid images, and the remaining 3 were normal, readable images. The first 3 cards he displayed to the audience, and Howie, were hybrid images, which made it difficult for the judge to read the words. Eventually, he showed the other 3 cards to both the audience and the judge, and Howie was able to read them because they weren't hybrid images. To eliminate the evidence, David quickly tore up the cards at the end of the performance. Behind this mask, only the truth remains till we meet again.